guest tonight is an Emmy, a Grammy, Tony, and Academy Award-winning actress, producer, and best-selling author. You know from How to Get Away with Murder in films such as Fences, Widows, and Doubt. She plays the President of the United States in her new film G20, which is streaming now on Prime Video. Let's take a look.
You want change? You start with yourself, not with the crypto wallet. Yeah, let's just start with the wallet and see where I end up, right? We gotta get you out.
Mom, behind you! Just go!
All right, get down, get down.
Come on!
I'm trying.
Lift off the ground!
You know I'm not a pilot.
Please welcome back to the show, Viola Davis, everybody! You know, you play POTUS in this film,
Yes.
and I don't think we've ever had a POTUS with arm tone like that.
Yeah.
I'm really glad, and I'm glad they're on display now as well.
Yeah, but it's great to imagine it, isn't it?
Yeah. It would be nice to have a POTUS with, like, big old strong arms.
Yeah, and it can kick some serious ass, too,
And
right?
It's a real nice. Do you enjoy doing a film where you're kicking some ass?
Oh, my God. You know what it is? I always say 6-year-old Viola is always with me, and 6-year-old Viola always wanted to beat somebody's ass.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, wait. 6-year-old Viola did beat some ass. And sometimes I have to call on her, which I did in this film, you know, and it is incredibly gratifying.
That's great. I like to think that before the big action scenes, you get really quiet and people say, "What is she doing?" And they're like, "She's talking to 6-year-old."
Yeah,
She's about to kick some ass, so she has to talk to the 6-year-old.
Yeah, you go.
Were you, when you were 6 years old, were people worried about you and your ass kicking? Were they like, "We got to get her on stage where she's with the other kids are safer"?
I avoided juvenile detention homes, but I think they were.
Yeah, okay.
I got a lot of pink slips and white slips.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
You were working on, but you received some stuff that's a lot nicer than your slip era.
Yeah.
Which is, you were sort of freshly an EGOT winner. Congratulations on that. Quite an accomplishment.
Thank you.
And then you were awarded the Cecil B. DeMille Award by the Golden Globes. So I guess that's CGOT when you get the Cecil first. Are you a CGOT now? You don't love it.
I guess I am.
You don't love it.
I guess I am. You know what? It's not my style, but I have to say, it's like Anthony Anderson. Every time he was on set, he said, "Should I say EGOT, Madam President?" And then after a while, I said, "Yeah, you need to say EGOT, Madam President."
It's not a bad thing.
But you know what? I'm enjoying it.
Good.
I'm enjoying it.
I think the most special thing about it is the company that you keep when you're an EGOT. And you look around at the other people who accomplish it. It's a very nice group of people.
Yeah, it is nice. I have to say, with the EGOT, though, I didn't know I was that close to it after I got the Academy Award. And then afterwards, I was like, I want that Grammy. I want it.
Thank you so much for your honesty, because I feel like some actors would be like, I don't even care about that. But like, if you get 3 out of 4, you got to close the deal.
Yeah, you care about it.
You got to close the deal. Yeah. Here's somebody that you must have been really cool to meet. You met your Madame Tussauds version of you.
Yeah.
Now, based on the smile, can I say, how did you feel when you saw it? Because some of them, are not the best.
They are not the best, and I made sure they got the skin tone right, the teeth right, they got the ding on my nose right, they got my booty right.
Yeah.
I got that bump.
Yeah.
You know, that's very important for the black girls.
You asked to speak, you were like, I want to speak to your booty guy.
Yeah. No, that's a black girl thing. I said, yeah, you got to get the booty right, but I'm telling you, once again, I made 8-year-old Viola squeal because I was always bullied.
Okay.
When I was that age. And it's not a sad story. Because, was I bullied? Yeah. But I was also the girl who would, as I was running with the snot dripping and crying, I'd always turn around and say, "Kiss my ass, mother kiss my ass. Your mama. So this was a great your mama moment. This is a great your mama moment.
There's a really special kind of person who knows their beat and is running home, but still has the wherewithal to yell, "Kiss my ass."
Absolutely. Yeah.
Obviously you've done a lot of films over the years, some more serious than others. You know you're in an action film when you're just taking photos like these are the premiere photos.
Yeah.
It must just be. And by the way, this is this is the outfit of an action star as well.
It's not my kind of out. But they wanted me to get in the helicopter. I said, I'm not getting in the helicopter. But at the same time, I jumped out of a plane.
Yeah.
What kind of sense does that make?
Yeah. Now, when you jumped out of a plane, did you have a moment where you regretted that you had done that?
Oh, no, Seth. I had many moments where I regretted that. And you know why I did it? I'm going to tell you the truth. I did it because we were on a big vacation and my nanny came, beautiful girl, Molly. And my daughter, she jumped, and Molly jumped out of the plane. Okay. And my daughter was like, Molly is so brave. Molly jumped, I love Molly. And I was like, Molly. Mama can jump out of the plane. Molly. So I strapped on, I said, I'm going up there, and as soon as I was up there, I was like, what the hell was I thinking?
Again, your honesty is very refreshing.
Yeah, very
I have a lot more to ask you about. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Late Night. We're here with Viola Davis. Your husband's in the film. He plays the CIA director. Very exciting.
Yes, my cutie pie.
You've worked together before. You guys met on set, right?
We met on the set of City of Angels at Craft Services, which I frequented a lot.
Gotcha.
Free food.
That's where you get the
free
snacks,
food.
and so you were just getting free snacks.
And that's when I was in my bread eating stage.
Gotcha.
So I was chomping down on, don't judge me, cinnamon raisin bagel with tuna fish. It's really good.
Oh, man. Let me tell you something. This man loves you if that wasn't a deal breaker.
And he came up to me and he said, are you from L.A.? Because I'll take you to Santa Monica Pier. And in the middle of that bagel, I'm chewing. And I was thinking, he's so cute. And so I said, yeah, you could take me to Santa Monica Pier. And he said, oh, let me give you my card. And I was like, please have your shirt on in the card. And he had his shirt on.
You were worried he was going to give you a business card where he had his shirt off?
Yeah, actors do that a lot. And they have their shirt off. And
that's a bad, I mean, I'm glad. Yeah.
It's not going to start well if they have their shirt off. And so, he took me to Santa Monica Pier, but after, it took me 6 weeks to call him.
Oh. Look at you. Was that how you were playing it back then?
Hell no, that's not how I was playing it. I had bad credit. I was living in a place where I would have to run by the front desk because I owed them money. So every time I got up, I would run by the front desk. And I was figuring out where to live. I was depressed.
Yeah.
I was depressed. Not like depressed, but I was like, now, how am I going to get to the restaurant? I don't want him to come and pick me up because I really don't know him like that.
Yeah.
It was that kind of stuff.
All right.
It was that kind
it's
of
very
it's
wonderful that it worked out. Gave yourself
Thank
6
God
Yeah,
it
thank
worked out.
God. Good for all of us.
Yeah, and thank God my credit is better.
You're working with James Patterson, who's an incredible writer, an incredibly prolific writer. And how is it having somebody like that as a collaborator?
Well, first of all, he is absolutely awesome. I can't believe that I'm actually collaborating with him, but try giving James Patterson a note.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, it takes me days before I pick up the phone, and I'll give him a note, and he'll go, I don't agree with that. And I say, well, if you don't agree with that, let me crawl into my damn hole. But it's been awesome experience. It's different writing your own book.
Yeah.
It's like with my book, the hardest part was the first sentence.
Yeah.
Because I started off with sucker mother were my favorite words growing up.
Yeah.
And nobody wants to hear that when it comes to me because people see me as Mother Earth. When I used to go to Target, people wanted to hug me, and grown men have tears in their eyes, and they say, you changed my life, you remind me of my mother, and so then you write, sucker mother, my favorite word.
Well, that's a good way to stop getting hugged at Target.
Harper Collins was like, can we negotiate this? I was like, hell no, we can't go. No.
Yeah. You're like, are you mother crazy? Yeah. I read in an interview recently that you said you wanted to do a zombie movie. I think that would be very fun to see you in that genre. What part of a zombie movie appeals to you?
Okay, you know what? I did say that because I love Train to Busan.
Fantastic.
It's fantastic.
Fantastic horror
Until
movie.
we watched it again after I said that. You know, you could say in interviews and
Yeah.
you're like, you just said it because you didn't have anything else to say. So I said it, me and my husband, we watched it. He was like, V, now you sure you want to do a zombie movie like this? Cause you getting too long in the tooth. Now you want to do all that running? And then I thought about it and I was like, you know what? Your nervous system doesn't know the difference between a real zombie and a fake zombie.
Yeah.
I don't want no zombies running after
Yeah.
me in the whole movie.
I don't know.
So I
It'd
take
be
that
fun.
back.
It'd be fun though. I think 6-year-old Viola would love it. She'd be running, snot running down her shoulder, yelling over her shoulder.
6-year-old Viola may hurt one of the background.
What a delight to have you here. Congrats on the movie and everything else.
Thank you.
You're a wonderful company. Hey, you guys. Viola Davis, 220 is streaming now on Prime Video. I'll be right back with Amanda Booth.